The Berlin sun rises, casting a golden glow over the Spree River. A sleek solar-powered rickshaw glides silently past the Brandenburg Gate, a symbol of hope, not just a vehicle. Its canopy is a mosaic of Berlin street art. Its electric motor hums a quiet promise. This is the Karma Yoga rickshaw revolution, rewriting Berlin's story. Imagine a city where every journey has a purpose beyond the destination. These rickshaws are mobile community centers, rolling art pieces, and second chances on 3 wheels. They carry tourists, deliver groceries to the elderly, and offer moments of connection in a bustling metropolis. Each ride is a small act of service, a thread in a new social fabric. The driver, Klaus, was once behind bars. Now he's a captain of his own vessel, earning back his dignity. This rickshaw is his bridge from a past of mistakes to a future of purpose. Across Berlin, this scene repeats. A quiet revolution powered by the sun and driven by people seeking redemption. Small acts of kindness, amplified by smart technology, are transforming the city. Before the rickshaws, Berlin's prisons were full and failing. The system punished but didn't heal. Released prisoners faced stigma, unemployment, and homelessness. Recidivism was rampant. Nearly 60% were rearrested within 3 years. This cycle meant more crime, more broken families, and a less safe society. The financial cost was staggering. €55,000 per inmate per year. Multiply that by thousands and you see a massive drain on public resources. Money that could have built schools or parks was lost to a broken system. The human cost was even greater: lost potential, absent parents, and wasted talent. The system created a permanent underclass, breeding hopelessness and despair. Berlin was paying dearly in both euros and human spirit for a system that simply didn't work. The city needed a new approach, one that broke the cycle, not just the bank. The question was, how do you turn lost potential into community strength? The answer began with a rickshaw and a radical idea. It was time to invest in people, not just prisons. The city was ready for change. The old way had failed. Something new was about to begin. Enter the Karma Yoga Rickshaw program. A simple, radical idea. Karma Yoga means finding purpose through selfless service. The program offered former prisoners a chance to serve as rickshaw drivers, giving back to the city. It was a path to redemption built on action, not just words. Instead of punishment, it offered empowerment and integration. Drivers became community servants and city ambassadors. The rickshaw was a tool for transformation, reconnecting people with society, one ride at a time. Volunteers received training in driving, communication, and financial literacy, plus access to counseling and support. The focus: rebuild the whole person, restore self-worth, and foster belonging. This wasn't charity, it was an investment in human potential. By giving former prisoners a meaningful role, the program turned a social liability into a community asset. A bold experiment, it replaced the cycle of recidivism with a cycle of service and hope. The journey from prison cell to rickshaw driver begins with a choice. For Marco, 5 years behind bars left him lost and invisible. The Karma Yoga program offered a lifeline, but required courage to step into the world again. Training was transformative, not just learning routes, but relearning how to connect, listen, and share. Drivers became storytellers and guides, not just operators. On the road, every ride was a small victory, every thank you a step toward a new identity. Marco's anxiety faded as passengers saw him as a friendly driver, not an ex-convict. Small moments like a homemade cake from a grateful passenger meant more than therapy. The identity of prisoner faded, replaced by captain. Drivers gained autonomy, respect, and a sense of contribution. They were no longer numbers. They were valued members of the community. For Marco, the hum of the motor was the sound of life moving forward. The silence of the cell was left far behind. The Karma Yoga Rickshaw Revolution's impact is measurable and astonishing. Recidivism among participants dropped from 60% to just 12%. Hundreds are rebuilding their lives, making communities safer. The city saves millions. Each rickshaw driver costs a fraction of a prison cell. Over 250,000 rides in a year. 40% were free community care rides for the elderly and disabled. Social connection and reduced isolation for thousands. Rickshaws have become a beloved part of Berlin, boosting the city's image. Environmentally, 300 solar rickshaws replaced 500,000 car trips, cutting CO2 and noise. The numbers tell a powerful story. Public safety, budget savings, community, and environment all improved. Investing in people is Berlin's smartest move. The revolution is real and it's working. The program's success rests on 7 core pillars: universal participation, open to all ex-prisoners committed to service and non-violence; tiered service models, tourist tours, taxi rides, and free community care routes ensure financial and social impact; rigorous driver development, comprehensive training in driving, communication, and city history; holistic volunteer support, ongoing counseling, financial planning, and peer groups; community-led governance. Drivers and community members help run the program; intelligent technology integration, AI-powered apps optimize routes, bookings, and safety; celebration of Berlin culture. Each rickshaw is a rolling canvas for local artists. These pillars create a blueprint for lasting change. The program is not just in Berlin, it is Berlin. This is how a revolution is built. To understand the program's impact, listen to those it changed. Anya, once imprisoned, feared she'd never reconnect with her daughter. The rickshaw made her visible again. Her daughter's pride restored her hope. For Stefan, a lifetime in and out of the system, the program offered challenge and belonging. He learned to smile, to listen, to be part of Berlin's story. A ride with an elderly Berliner sharing city history made Stefan realize he was carrying more than passengers. He was carrying stories. For the first time, he belonged. Lena, now a trainer, found a career and purpose. She helps new drivers face their fears, telling them, "You can do this, look at me." This isn't just a job. It's karma yoga, a way to pay it forward. These stories show the antidote to isolation is belonging. The program rebuilds families, self-worth, and community. Every driver is proof that second chances work. The ripple effect touches everyone. The city is changed, one story at a time. Hope is contagious. The revolution is personal. Every ride is a new beginning. This is what transformation looks like. The program's genius is in weaving technology, training, and trust. Each rickshaw runs a custom AI app, optimizing routes, managing bookings, and ensuring safety with GPS and emergency alerts. Cashless payments reduce risk and build trust. Transparency and safety are built in, empowering both drivers and passengers. But technology alone isn't enough. Rigorous training builds empathy, storytelling, and problem-solving skills. Drivers become true community ambassadors. The final thread is trust. The city trusts the program trusts the drivers, and drivers learn to trust themselves. The public sees professionalism and safety, eroding stigma and building acceptance. Tech enables training, training builds trust, and trust changes society. This is how transformation scales. The loop is powerful, and it works. The Karma Yoga rickshaw revolution is healing Berlin's wounds. Compassion proves more effective than punishment. Integration trumps isolation. But this is just the beginning. Imagine expanding the model Karma Yoga cafes, gardens, and more, each offering second chances. The rickshaw program is proof that investing in people pays off. The future isn't more prisons, but more bridges of opportunity. This vision is becoming reality, one ride at a time. It's visible in every smile, every story, every solar-powered journey. Berlin's spirit is reinvention. And this is its most hopeful experiment yet. The invitation is open ride, listen, volunteer, support. The road ahead is long, but we travel it together. The revolution is rolling. Join the ride.